Dis 'n hoendervleis. I'm getting goosebumps. It's the fact that it's what taught me on my first guided trip when I was just only 16 years old was the fact that you are not in charge. So the first client I guided when I was 16 years old was a gentleman from Germany, and we battled. And when we succeeded with the first Impala, the energy that I saw from him first-handed, the smile, the rush we got as we battled and then ended and succeeded, that energy that I saw from that gentleman, I just wanted that for every single person, because that's what we as guides can offer to enthusiastic hunters to come and experience that in our countries is something I'll never want to stop doing ever.
I came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands, strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand.
Yes, that's the difficult question, huh? I think my favorite hunt of all times was my first bushbuck. But now I've been hunting for 3 years. I've been around firearms my whole life. So my dad literally gave me my 30-06 and he said, you can go shoot a bushbuck. So the tracker at the time that was working for us, his name was Mountain. And Mountain took me. And the gun gets heavy for a 13-year-old, I can remember. And we worked so hard. Yes, we found a couple, too far, too small. And then just suddenly as we walked through a ravine, Mountain went down first. I handed him my rifle and then I climbed into the ravine. And as we got to the other side, Mountain still had my rifle. He gave it to me. I still had to load it. Like I had to do it so slowly to get that mechanical sound, not to wake the bushbuck. And then that's one of my favorite hunts of all times was my first bushbuck. And bushbuck are still till today my favorite animal to hunt. Where it all started was the energy and the vibe. I don't know what is another word for vibe. That I received off that gentleman that I guided when I was 16. I left school, tried to study, worked in the family business. And then there came a time where I was just, I need this, I have an itch and I need to scratch it. I want to be an ambassador for the industry. And yeah, I left the family business. I had 2,350 Rand in my pocket. No one wanted to hire me because I didn't have a vehicle. I didn't have firearms. I didn't have trackers or something. I just was me, myself, and I. And I went to work for free for outfitters. I made a deal with them and I said, if I can work for free for you, you just feed me and put a roof over my head. I'll guide your clients for free. As long as you tell the clients I don't get paid and I only get tips. That went very well. I think I guided for 6 weeks and I made more in tips in 6 weeks than what I made in a year working in construction. Growing up in a house where we hunted and harvested our own meat and processed our own meat. So I wasn't new to skinning an animal, processing it into different products. And I crossed paths with a lady that was a homeopathic doctor. And I told her about the meat that had no MSGs, no hormones, no colorants, nothing. And I took some samples to her, and she had a bunch of clients that couldn't take in certain E numbers or couldn't take in certain products. And those products I didn't use in my meat. And then I sold the meat to them. And then it slowly grew, and then I slowly saved up money, and then I worked in construction, helped a buddy, and then he was more financial stable, and he took it on him to loan me the money to buy my first pickup. So now that I had the offset for the venison, and I had my own pickup, I started phoning around and obviously hunting for other outfitters. I gained a lot of experience, how to market overseas, how to position yourself that people trust you and understand you, instead of just chasing the bottom line of they want the cheapest hunt with the most animals. Instead, they get the best experience instead of terrible experience but a wall full of mounts. And then it snowballed from there.